everyone. Welcome back to Miss Miku Hour, your one and only Miku cast. I'm Em.
I'm Evangeline.
And I'm so excited today because we have a special guest, Marvin Valentin. Woo!
Hello.
Yay.
Oh my god. Hey.
Welcome.
So do you, yeah, of course. Do you want to start us off by introducing yourself, telling us like what you do kind of thing?
Yeah, sure. Hello, my name is Marvin Valentin, without A-E at the end. People consider me being a vocaloid producer because I do a lot of music that involve vocaloid. Like singing Roblox in general. Nothing. I'm a musician. I love music and vocally. I think that's the only thing I can say.
Oh, I love that.
That's wonderful. Love it.
No thought, only Vocaloid. I love that. I live by that.
Thank you. I was preparing myself to say that. No.
Were you like repeating it in your head over and over?
No. I wasn't. I just improvised.
Even better.
Yeah, so we've got so much to ask you. You're first of all, you're our first ever guest, which congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
A high honor.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. It's amazing. We have a real producer here. This is amazing for us.
Have you ever listened to our podcast where we just talk random shit about music that we don't know anything about? How do you feel about that?
Well, the thing is that I don't know if I can be considered a producer, because a producer is the one that gets the... Well, it's a interesting topic to talk about. What is a producer? Because a producer, when at least what I hear, is like the person that takes a artist and tries to promote that artist a lot, like to move around in between events and songs and stuff. So I don't know if it could be considered like a vocal producer, because the singer is a program and you cannot move the program. I'm not sure if I'm making a lot of sense saying this.
No, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So you're talking about producer in the sense of like idols, you know?
Yeah. Well, more like thinking on United States, so like pop artists that they have their own managers and producers to do their stuff.
I mean, you can kind of like imagine that with you, right? You're the producer and Miku is the idol, or Micah.
Yeah, of course. We need to mention Micah.
Yes.
Well, the thing is that I don't know how can I say this. The thing is that I think the person that is promoted more is the company than the producers, because the companies are the ones that created the program. And at least what I'm seeing right now in the west part of the community is like, if the company doesn't approve you're not doing like the work of a producer. So it's kind of difficult to say that I am a producer, because like my music doesn't move around like other producers that are like chosen by the company. Again, I'm not sure if you guys can, if I'm making sense in here.
No, that's again really interesting. I think the term producer is just like so commonly used in the Vocaloid community when it comes to like the musicians. So I think it'd be fine to say that you're a producer.
Yeah.
Let's say I am a producer then.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that for you.
What else are we gonna ask? All right. what is your what would you define your music style as? Do you have any like favorite instruments you like to use? Who's your favorite like vocal synths or vocaloids?
Oh wait, you're asking. I think you're asking two questions.
Sorry, that's too many questions. Okay, let's do the first one. It's just, sorry.
Which was the first one? Sorry.
How would you describe your music style?
Oh, okay. Well,
or genre.
Well, the way I describe it is too different, like the other people does. Because if you ask another person, like a fan or someone that likes my music, they're going to say, yeah, Marvin is rock. That's it. It's rock. But the thing is that at least for this year, I decided to be more experimental in a way. So I'm trying to be as diverse as possible. Like example, and before saying that, before saying this, the sample, the thing is that I think most people think that I'm in the rock side because they are the songs that most people likes. So the ones I did for the past Christmas, I did like a Latin song with Micah, like a Spanish Latin song with Micah that was like a collaboration with a client that I have in my studio, and also I did like a electronic music, like it's one in a million, I think is the name. Yeah, it's with Ruby, and that wasn't a rock song. So I'm trying to be more diverse, but people know me as rock music, so I can say that it is rock music. I could consider. I could say that I'm rock music in general.
That reminds me of Deco, because he's been known for rock for a really long time, and then lately with his like new album, he's been like slowly dripping the songs, and they're all different. Yes. They all have like a different.
Yeah. Well, I think it's most like my friend and Master said in his video that he's adjusting to the public, to the audience. So in the past, everyone was like really emo and stuff, and a lot of people like rock, metal and stuff. And now it's more like pop and hip hop style. So Deco was like, people doesn't like too many rock styles, so let's change a little bit. And also with the help of Rock Bell, it makes more diverse because it has another opinion when making the music.
Yeah, that's, your brain is so big. Yeah, exactly. Yes. It's so wild, like listening to like Neon versus Undead Alice.
Yeah, that also because there's another person working together with Deco, that it is Teddy Lloyd, so it's a different mindset working together.
Yeah. Oh, what's that new one? The newest Deco, he came out with a music video, the rap one, I forgot the name. When I was listening to the album and that came on, it put me really off guard because I was like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
This is Deco?
It kind of sounds like I wouldn't say like Utsu-P, but it's more alternative.
For real.
Well, I don't know what to say. I heard like the beginning, but I haven't heard it completely because I didn't have time, because the concert stuff I need to do. But yeah, I know which one you're saying. Yeah.
But it's just interesting how different producers' music styles just evolve over the years. Anyway, who are your favorite Vocaloids to use? I know you love Micah, but in terms of like, not even like difficulty of tuning, but just like in general.
Well, about the part of tuning, I don't do the tuning. If you guys want to hear why I don't do the tuning, I can say it, but I'm going to be laughing all the time. Yeah, basically, I have my waifu that it is Micah in the beginning. Then I always like Gumi English. To be fair, I always end up using the same vocaloids because of the reasons that are obvious. Like example, I'm using a lot of Miku because obviously everyone likes Miku. Also, Christian is like putting a knife in my back saying, yeah, you need to do a Miku song because we don't accept that in the contest. So I need to do Miku so I can be accepted in the contest. So yeah, that's another thing. So I use Micah because I love her, and also Spanish is the one that I think is the better voice bank that speak better Spanish, but that's like that can be debated because anyone with a good tuning can sound good. But yeah, Gumi, and yeah, those three are Gumi, Miku, and Micah. I'm trying to use another voice bands because I want to, well, at the same as pop artists is the same as voice banks. So what I mean is that if someone likes, there's going to be a lot of fans that love Ariana Grande, and there's a lot of people that will love Charlie Puth. So the same thing is the voice bank. So a lot of people love Miku, a lot of people love Gumi, a lot of people Micah, and I want to try to get to all the voice bands so I can appeal to other fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I think Miku sort of has the ruling crown, you know?
Yeah.
Especially with like Miku Expo where they're like, only Miku.
Only Miku.
No, the funny thing is that every time Krypton does a contest, they say, yeah, you can choose any of the Kryptoloids, and the one that wins is always Miku. So it's like, wait,
right?
do you really want to do a song with the other Kryptoloids, or you only want Miku? And then in this one, in 2021 contest, it was like, yeah, we're going to choose only Miku. Forget the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're like honest now, you know?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But it's funny.
Yeah. Would you ever consider using Flower?
Like I said, I wish to do music for everything, for every voice band. The thing is, and that's the reason why I'm not doing the tuning, is because the tuning is by my friend Akupi. Yeah, and the thing is that we became so like really good friends that every time I said the I'm going to ask another person to tune, he going to back to me saying that no, I'm going to do the tuning because I'm the tuner of this group. So it's like I need to choose a voice band that he can tune. So that's the reason. That's like the reason why I don't choose another vocaloid, because I need to look for a vocaloid that I like and he also can tune. So maybe he can do voice Flower, maybe cannot. I'm not sure. I need to check when I get a new song. I know that I did a Flower song for a challenge that someone on a server asked me. So I posted on Twitter that it was a short song using Flower. So I can say that I used Flower, just that it isn't like a serious term. It's more like a challenge. Like a 1 hour challenge that I did. In 1 hour I did a song with Flower. So,
I have a Flower agenda. I'm slowly getting more and more people to listen to Flower songs.
yeah, I see. So that means that if I use flower, you're going to be my simp, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's reasonable.
I will simp for you if you make a flower song. 1,000%.
I'm the flower simp.
That's good to know.
Oh. That's really interesting. And I know, didn't you made a Utao song for Crusher's Utao contest, right? Did vocalo-p also do the tuning for that? I don't remember.
Yeah. So yeah, for the people that are hearing, Crusher-p did a contest of Utaos. I think it's called the Crusher Chorus Battle, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And my team Massa, that is a play words of our names. The M is obviously me, Marvin. The A is vocalo-p. The Z is the Siren that he did also the video for Bye Bye School for the contest. And the last A is Android. That is my co-arranger. So for participate on that contest, and it was like a holiday contest. Like we need to do a song for Halloween and Christmas. It was in the beginning. It was for Thanksgiving too, but for some reason they canceled that. So we did two songs. So vocalo-p was in charge of those two songs. The thing is that the in these kinds of contests, it's more like people take a song from another producer and does a cover with the Utao and then does a video. So I was like, well, everyone does the same thing, so maybe I'm going to be different this time. So because vocalo-p is a composer, is a producer, and also me, I'm a producer. So we decided to do original songs for that contest, and looks like doing that we've won the first place. So yeah,
it's wonderful. Yes. Oh my gosh, it was very wonderful. I love that song so much. You guys did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Yes,
we did our best to do it.
Moving on. Who would you say are your biggest influences? I guess you're like producers or like other musicians or like singers.
Well, so when I started doing Vocaloid, the first one was Jean, like the cover project.
Oh.
So yeah, when I before getting to Vocaloid, I was into the sonic stuff, like sonic music stuff. So I was impressed of the musicians that compose the background music for the video games of Sonic. So because I'm also a musician, I was really impressed with the hard stuff, like the difficult stuff that you do on the instruments. Like not everyone can play that sort of thing. So when I across with the music of Jin, I heard like the bass, it was doing some crazy stuff that not normally a bassist do, because normally a bassist just play the like 4 chords, like 4 notes and done. But the basses that it is with Jin was amazing. He does a lot of crazy things. Also the drummer, the Gene does some stuff and really impressed the style of music. So when I heard his stuff, I was wondering, well, I know how to do video game music, but I need to know how to do music with vocals. So yeah, Jin was the first inspirations to came to the Vocaloid community, and also to do other stuff like the concert that I'm doing right now. He was like like inspiration in terms that he was like moving around all the time. He was the one that provides musician for first place, because most of the musicians that plays on the concerts of Aya are musicians that play with him first. So it was like they call something that impressed me. He does a lot of events to promote his stuff. He has a brilliant mind doing stories, like to make people engage of his stuff. So I can say that it is Jin in the first place, but then Deco is the second one for obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons.
So what you're telling me is that you started off making Sonic music?
Yes.
That is
wow.
I cannot tell you how much I didn't expect that.
Yeah, well, sadly I started with, well, not sadly, because that was the one that made me think a lot of things, even with Miku, because Sega does also Sonic and also did Miku's like games and stuff. So yeah.
Wow, it was like all connected from the beginning.
Yeah. Also, a lot of people ask me about how I find out about Miku and stuff. And the thing is that I remember two things. One is the concert, hearing like "Where Is Mine," and this other thing is hearing a cover song of a Sonic song that is called "Live and Learn." So I'm not sure which one was the first one I heard first. So yeah, Sonic is part of mine.
That has the same energy as me finding out about Hatsune Miku through listening to Nightcore.
That's amazing, though. As a fellow Jin simp, I do love Jin. I love him so much. And I think that's why I really gravitated towards your music, because you kind of had like this same kind of flavor as Jin, and I'm like, I've never seen that in like, as in a, what's the word that you wanted, like an overseas vocalo-p, or just like a, I've never seen that in like a non-Japanese like vocalo-p, and it really made me love your music. That's all I want to say. It's really great.
Thank you. I really appreciate. Well, the thing is that because I was obsessed in the beginning with Jin. Not saying that I'm not right now, because I still hearing Jin, but in the beginning I was more like into a lot of Jin stuff. The only chords I learned was, well, the Jin stuff. So every chord you hear in my music are the same that the Jin does in his music. That's something interesting to talk, because if you compare like American rock and American Japanese, rock, Japanese rock, sorry, you see like Japanese, because it started with like beginners, like how can I say it? There's that there's like time that you say, I wish to learn that instrument. I want to learn how to play the guitar. So the thing is, well, my theory is that because the Vocaloid community, at least in the Japanese part, they started like getting interesting on learning how to play those instruments to do music. They like develop like a way to play simple the chords that are usually difficult to play. So the interesting that I love about Jin is that he take like the difficult chords and do it simple. And when I learned about that, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be a pro guitarist with the technique of Jin, and I end up using his chords and in everything I do.
That's amazing. Thank you
That's
for
so
telling
sweet.
So you just kind of put a little bit of that gin flavor into your music. That's why I like it so much.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if you hear my music, it's mostly gin chords in my music.
That's amazing.
We love to see it. I would like to talk about your new album and your concert.
So, what you want to talk about?
I thought you were gonna say something. Where did it come from? What's the inspiration? The concert? That's so big, dude.
Well, lately, first thing first, we're living a different times, like comparing to other years. That is different. That everything is online. So the reason I wanted to do a concert was, number one, because I was like inspired. Well, I always wanted to be to have a concert, at least to play in a concert. The musicians, my friends, musicians, and me are really fascinated on the musician that appears on Miku concerts, like Chloe, Camacho, Misawa, Angelo. Those musicians, Pablo, every musician that appears in Miku concerts, and our dreams are always to participate on a concert, like playing together with Miku, and sadly we try to accomplish that dream, trying to do it with Boca America. But the thing is that because Boca America is like one person like putting the money into it, it was going to be difficult to get like a big concert, like a Miku concert with musician and all. So my only option that I had at the time was like continue doing music, producing music for Boca America, like arrangement of for the concert, and having the musician play those parts. And well, now that the thing appeared in this year, was like the plan didn't work out in a sense. So when the digital store became to be, the digital star from the Miku company, that they invited like a bunch of DJs, and everyone was excited about it. I was like, I put it on a tweet on Twitter saying, if you do a online concert, what do you do? And a lot of people were saying like different things. Yeah, I'm going to do the same as the Miku digital star. I'm going to bring my DJ set and stuff. And someone tell me that they're going to play piano and play medleys of vocaloid songs. And when I was saying that, I was like, hey, why didn't I do? I was wondering if I should do a concert, like a virtual concert, now that everyone is doing it. Like Pinocchio did a virtual concert, Mafu Mafu did a virtual concert, Harumaki Gohan did a virtual concert. Everyone is doing a virtual concert. I was like, well, I have my musicians. Why am I not doing it myself? So that's like the beginning of like the idea of doing it. At the beginning I was thinking on doing like an acoustic version of my songs, and maybe bringing some other producers to do their songs, but in an acoustic version together with my musicians. But the idea were like changing by the time, and we end up what we're going to do the 26th in the concert. So yeah, that's basically where it came to now.
Wow, that's so powerful. You said everyone else is doing it. I want to do this too.
Of course, yeah.
Well, That's so cool.
I say everyone, but it's more likely the part of the Japanese part, because I think in this part of like outside of Japan, I think I'm the first one. I'm not sure. At least of my the way I'm doing it. I think I'm the first, but I don't know.
Do you want to give us like a sneak peek, a little tittle tattle of what you're doing?
Yeah, of course. Now I think this is going to be released after the concert, or maybe a little bit before, but yeah, nothing. The concert will be, well, virtually, of course, obviously. Is going to be like a form of, well, the way I explain it to the singers, and I'm going to invite singers today. The night I started announcing the first singer that is going to be of the concert. We're going to be like in a form of covers in a sense, but the thing is that we redo everything. So the normal songs that we launch on my channel, my songs on my channel, now is different in the concert. It's redo with other musicians, and this time you're going to see the musician play the stuff, and also you're going to hear singers sing the songs. So it's not going to be like a Nico Nico party style, neither a Boca America, but it's going to be like a style of maybe Pinocchio P last concert, or more likely Harumaki Gohan concert. Just sorry Gohan, but we have better tuning. Sorry, Gohan.
Wait. You don't like Gohan's tuning?
No, the thing is that the concert, because I bought the tickets and saw the concert of Harumaki. Harumaki didn't like, didn't sing in tune in a way. He was like a little bit out of tune most of the concert. It was like, for me, it wasn't like too good. Like his stuff on like in digital stuff, like his covers and stuff. I'm talking about the concert only. Not saying that I hate Harumaki like way of singing. Just the concert.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I like Harumaki Gohan's covers, but I don't think he's much of a singer. Well,
the thing I was talking with my editor is it was his first concert, so he has more likely to be doing more errors than another person like Pinocchio P that has been doing events like constantly. So at least, because the thing about Harumaki Gohan concert was that he started really out of tune in the beginning, and the visual was amazing. I am not going to deny that, and the musicians are really good and stuff, but he started really out of tune in the beginning, and then he was like working the tuning little by little at the end, but it wasn't like really beautifully done in a way. I'm not sure if that makes sense.
I see.
So yeah, I think it's more like he not used to the concert environment. So maybe in the future he's going to sound amazing because he has experience.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see.
That's my opinion. Sorry.
No, that's so funny. I thought you were talking about his Miku tuning, and I was going to be like, hold on.
Hold on, we're going to have a problem.
We are on the topic of the concert.
Yeah. I think it could have just been like nerves, you know?
Yeah, like I say, it's his first time doing a concert.
And there were a lot of people there, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Harumaki Gohan does music. Well, I really love Harumaki. He has a way to compose different instruments on his tracks really amazingly done. So yeah, I bet why people love Harumaki.
Have you heard his album Futarino?
Yeah, of course.
Favorite song, go.
Secret.
Oh.
Okay, that's very valid. I loved
That's
Secret
valid. Very
until
valid.
If You Could Become a Comet came out, and that
Okay. Well,
that one.
I'm into a little bit of fast songs. I think that's a way to say it. Even though the Secret is in a fast song, I really like it. So yeah.
Night Walk is also kind of fast.
No. The album of Harumaki, I really a marble in a sense. I really want to buy it. So it's in Amazon.
Me too. I also want to get it.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, let's go buy it right now.
Do you see the album that you can open it and you can change the background? Oof, I really want it.
Yeah, right? That's so cute.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, this is amazing. We love Harumaki Gohan here.
I think the two people we talk about the most is Deko and Harumaki, I think.
Yeah, I see your podcast, yeah. And Jin.
And Jin.
And Nabuna.
I love Nabuna.
I just think he's neat.
I just oh. Okay, do a question. Pick one.
Oh, okay. What does like Vocaloid in the sense of like either the fandom, the producers, or like just the song making that you've experienced? Like, what does that mean to you as like a whole?
When you ask the question, I always remember the phrase the Vocaloid is dead. So
oh no.
Well, can you like elaborate on the question to know what to answer?
Do you think Vocaloid is dead or dying?
No. It's a program. How is it going to be?
How's it gonna die?
It's like
Let's
games.
go.
It's like games that you always going to remember the Nintendo 64. It's like it's not going to be dead. It's going to be discontinued, but it's not going to be dead.
Shout out to you, Pico.
Yeah,
that's so interesting because like there's been like so much discourse in I think especially the West about like every year, oh no, Miku's gonna die or something like that. You know, like the fandom is declining, but I think it's like quite the opposite in the sense that there's more like newer producers that just like haven't sort of made it yet in a sense.
Well, how can I say this?
Uh-oh.
Okay. At least in my perspective, I know other producers will think differently. In my perspective, I think that there's appearing a lot of producers because they have the same reason as I, and that reason is the I think it's more easier getting a fan base with Vocaloid than going with yourself. Like if we use as a sample Hashi or Ryu or Ryu, or Wakam that he passed by. That they started with Vocaloid to look for a fandom and then get out from the fandom to do their own stuff and be successful on that stuff. So I think that at least the part of new producers appearing is more like another subject than a continuation of Vocaloid being dead or something. So I think for now it's going to be the same, because now we only have like Miku on Pia Pro, and the thing is that Pia Pro always existed in the community, just that people only saw the Vocaloid program. So yeah, I don't know how to say this. So it's like I don't know how to say it. It's like it's going to be it's going to be the same till there's a drastic change.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was reading this one article between Deco and Neru, where they were just talking about their experience.
That was a great article.
Yes. Yeah. And they mentioned that there are lulls, but there will always be spikes afterwards. Like in 2015, there was like a real lull in content, and then in 2016 there was like an explosion because so many new producers started creating around that time, like Harumaki and ISA and all those like newer generation kind of thing.
I see.
So I think we're kind of doing that again. So,
yeah. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Maybe the time will say.
Miku is eternal. She's just a program, but she reigns
she
eternal.
Really is.
Yeah, exactly.
So back to the question. I know Miku's just a program. Like she'll still exist in like, whatever, 50 years from now or whatever. But what does like the Vocaloid community mean to you? Like, what do you like most about the community? Do you like the musicians, the artists, the what else should I say? I don't know.
Cosplayers.
Just like the cosplayers, the dancers, the singers. What does it mean to you to be in the Vocaloid community?
Wow, that's a philosophical question. Well, it's a really tough question. I don't know what to say. I only can think of saying like I just wanted to be on the community to look for friends, to have fun with everyone. So seeing these different kinds of people, like illustrators, cosplayers, gamers, producers, tuners, lyricists. I'm not sure if I pronounced that word correctly.
Yeah, you got it.
But yeah, it's basically it's to have fun. It's like I think I don't know how to explain it. It's a tough question. For me, I really like to be here. That's the only thing I can say.
Oh, that's so cute. Because
It
you're
really
here.
is. Oh,
That's wonderful.
that's so wholesome in the fact that you just want to create, which I think is like the core of Vocaloid as a premise, like creating and like bonding over those creations in a sense.
Yeah. No, the thing is that what I love about Vocaloid is the every time I get to know someone, it's like a new experience. If you see all my tracks, all my songs, there's always someone different, and that's because I really love to communicate with other people and share stuff, because I know I don't know anything at all of what. Let me rephrase that. I know that I don't not know all about Vocaloid, so having another person will help me like understand other stuff, like be more open about stuff, so I can learn from them and they can learn from me. So that's why I love to be in the community, because right now people think that I only do rock music, so I get to someone like my friend Koget Koget. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry, Koget. And he does like pop music. So we collaborated, and he showed me how to do pop music. I show him how I do stuff with chords and guitar stuff, and we did the song that is going to appear on the album called Now You're Mine. That it has a combination of Kira and Deco 27 in the song.
Powerful.
So yeah, and those stuff that helped me like understand some other stuff that I didn't know, and eventually do other stuff that I really grateful for Koget, because of him I did Miming War, and a lot of people like Miming War because it wasn't like a traditional rock, it was like a pop rock in a sense. So yeah, it's a really wonderful experience when working with other people from the community. Yeah, now I'm going to be quiet here.
That was lovely.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was so wonderful.
Yeah,
Oh.
it really is. It reminds me a lot of when Evangeline and I met. We met through Vocaloid and Miku, and we've like talked about it, and like hearing her opinions about some things, Amoy related, but hearing some of them is really like, wow, other people share this kind of love for robots, kind of thing.
Yeah,
These singing robots.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I love the community so much. It's true that there's always like bad parts of the community that make you depressed, because I really experienced those like down tracks that people mention. It could be like viewership, rejection from other people, every negative stuff. I don't need to mention them, but there's like always a good part of the situation, and that's why I really like and stay on the community, because it's fun. It's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, we're just here to have fun and talk about Miku and love Miku and just be friends. Oh,
Of course,
that's
yeah.
wonderful. That's wonderful.
I think that's like the core of Vocaloid, or at least what it was meant to be. That's how I see it anyway.
Yeah. I want to say something, but like I'm just filled with so much just like delight. Just like, yeah. I love being in this community. I love seeing all the different things that people create. I love the songs. I love the drawings. I love the singers. Oh, it's just being able to connect with everyone is wonderful. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Vocaloid. Yes, Vocaloid community.
Yeah, and I think it's at least really impacted us this year, in the sense that because Miku is intangible, she can do more things, and it's easier access like for everyone this year, I've noticed.
You got nothing to do. Just go on Twitter. Just talk about Vocaloid.
Miku posts.
Yeah.
What question did I want to do? Okay, so Marvin, what is your end goal with Vocaloid? Like you said before, some Vocaloid producers end up leaving it and doing their own thing. Do you want to continue being a Vocaloid producer, or do you think it's better to like branch off from it and do your own thing?
Okay. Interesting question. When I started like being in music, I was thinking to be a video game composer at first, but then when I understand a little bit more of Vocaloid and stuff, at least my goal is I'm trying because I know I was talking with Secret Speak, like I was talking with him with producer stuff, and I was asking him if you can turn like Vocaloid, doing Vocaloid music into a profession, and he said yes. So at least what I want to get in my goal is to be able to continue doing Vocaloid stuff, because you know, I feel that I'm more free doing Vocaloid stuff because I'm the one that decide what style I'm going to do, what I do like, what I don't like. So for me, I want to be a vocal producer professionally. That's the goal I want to get, but you know, life it isn't too easy, so probably I'm going to end up doing something else. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to get out from the vocal community and doing some real job, or maybe I'm going to stay and someone, a bigger producer, going to call me and I'm going to help him, like Rob Bell and Deco 27 does, or maybe I don't know. It could be different. At least for now, I'm thinking on trying to become professional on the Vocaloid part, at least for now.
Wow, I'm rooting you on. I believe in you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to try my best.
That's great.
So, final question.
Okay.
And then we'll let you go. We'll let you get out of the Miku basement. Do you have any like advice or a message for producers that are just starting out? Like, what would you say to them?
Okay. Well, there's a lot of ways that you can like work things out. So at least for me, I have the blessing that I was born as a musician, so I have knowledge of music and stuff. But yeah, I see the it's not, there's no need to learn about music. That even if you don't know anything at all, you can be a producer. A good example is my friend Akupi, that really is big on the community in the Hispanic community, and some on the English one. And he doesn't know anything about music. He's learning by like experimenting. So my recommendation is more like experiment, get a doll and start play with it, like you do when you were born and your parents give you like a random toy that you experimented with the toy. So the same thing is with the producing part. But if you can like research, like look for stuff, talk with people, what I'm seeing like right now, I'm seeing more like people will get more recognized because they like talk with a lot of people and socialize. So the bad part about us from the community are more like we are really shy in a way. So maybe try to connect with more people, and that could work out. I don't know. I'm saying random stuff from what I
No,
have in my mind.
I think that's really solid advice. Connections and experimentation.
Yeah, that's basically it. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So we'll be wrapping up now. Thank you so much for coming on here.
Yes, thank you.
It was a blast talking to you.
It's a pleasure to be here. It was fun.
Yeah, make sure to check out Marvin's new album, Dark Paths, comes out on the 22nd, and the concert comes out on the 26th, correct?
That's it.
Yay!
Okay. Where can we get the album? Is that like a Bandcamp thing, or is that like a Spotify thing?
And there's everywhere. Everywhere where you get music is supposed to be there.
Okay.
There's like if you go to the crossfade video, there's like a hyperlink, and there's like all the information, all the platform you can get it.
Okay, that's great. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us where they can find you specifically?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Marvin Valentin 7. I post a lot of music stuff. I'll also share stuff that my friends do online. So also you can follow me on YouTube, like Marvin Valentin P, like P as a producer. There I do original stuff. In the beginning of the year, I was doing like game shows, podcasts with other producers, illustrators, and Utitis, but because of my internet, I stopped doing it. But you can see the videos and enjoy it.
Those are really good.
I love that. Thank you. So let's wrap up. I'm M.
I'm Evangeline. Yes.
I'm Marvin Valentin.
You're doing it again. All right.
No,
thank
it's
you all
perfect.
for tuning in. Okay, well, now we're going to say thank you 39, Sydney. Thank you 39.
Thank you 39s.
39.
Thank you.